Good evening everybody, and welcome to another video by Rideshare UK, the channel that gets under the skin of Uber. Right now, firstly, I'm sorry I'm having to do this video in the dark, so I haven't got the camera facing me, which is probably good actually. Right, so what's been happening today? Now, today's the day Uber has lost its London license again. Right, so a quick game for you first. How many times has this been now? Exactly, we have lost complete count of this. This is becoming a joke now. Right, so TfL are basically accusing Uber of not being fit and proper. How many times have they been saying that? And it's the same thing all over and over again. And you gotta start asking this, the reality of this is TfL actually fit and proper to hold a license or to give license away to taxi bases? That is probably more of a question than is Uber fit and proper. Only a couple of weeks ago, a hidden video emerged on how their appointed agents were basically giving PCO licenses away, putting public safety into danger. Now, that seems to have been swept under the carpet quite nicely. So let's examine what is TfL actually are saying. Now, they are saying they have identified, listen to this, pattern of failures which puts passenger safety at risk. So that's what they are saying for not renewing Uber's license. Now, they are saying the Uber system has allowed unauthorized drivers to upload their photos onto other Uber drivers' account. Now, firstly, it sounds quite easy in a way, but to be honest, I don't know how this actually happens now, or is it even possible? Because far as I know, if I wanted to change a photo, which I did once actually, because the first one I took a photo of when I first initially joined Uber wasn't very good, let's put it that way. And what happened was I even tried to take a photo, a nice clean shaven smiling photo of myself, and when I went to the green light hub, they wouldn't have it. They were saying basically we need to take you face to face with your picture right now. So the picture I got on my profile is probably worse than the one I started off with. But this is what I'm saying, I don't know how they actually done that to actually upload. I didn't think you could actually upload a photo onto the Uber app, but please, if you know any better, let me know. Right, so they're saying basically 14,000 fraudulent trips were taken place between 2018 and early 2019. So, and you got to ask yourself, well, why wasn't this told earlier to Uber? Because obviously Uber just had a renewal, so you could see, we're talking about being in late 2019 now, so obviously they have saved this one for this occasion. So let's examine what is exactly happening right now. Firstly, let's put it this way. We all know that Uber and TfL are different cheeks of the same backside. If you were a base of a minicab company, owner of a minicab company, and you were actually found that you were guilty of 14,000 uninsured trips, you got to ask yourself, do you think you'll still be able to hold a license? Of course you won't. Probably one or two will strike you off. But Uber having 14,000, should give you a good indication of how close-knitted Uber and TfL are, even though in public they portray a different face altogether. So what is it that TfL are so keen on supporting Uber? And it's simply cash. They know Uber is a cash cow for them. TfL has benefited hugely from Uber. You look at things like the operator's license, for instance, before they're paying thousands. Now someone like Uber or big statue as Uber are paying millions of pounds for an operator's license. You got millions of pounds coming through driver's license fees. You look at how many people Uber has recruited over the last 5 years or so. That, and you look and you calculate how much license fees they have paid towards TfL, millions. And most recently, obviously, they must have had hundreds of thousands of pounds coming through the clean air fees Uber had collecting on behalf of TfL, which is quite bad actually, because this was meant to be something a driver benefited from, but it's very hard to actually get that benefit from Uber. And obviously the most famous, most recent is the congestion charge from PCO drivers. How many drivers have they got that's going to come into the city centre, central London, and paying that daily congestion charge? They are raising millions. And you also know at that time Uber was very prominent to say to TfL, yes, charge every private hire driver that comes in your congestion charge. And obviously Uber has got the money back from the actual riders themselves, putting £1 on top for congestion charge and 15p for clean air fees. Now they are actually relying on passengers to be paying all this, but trust me, £1.15 on top of the normal fee, and with the competition that's happening in London, Uber needs to tread that line very carefully. So let's carry on. So what is the future for Uber, and how are they going to tackle this? We need to understand this. Well, we have established already that Uber is not going anywhere. TfL actually wants them there. And at the same time, TfL wants more to do with safety and saving their skins, really, because they're in the same scenario as well, and as well as Uber. The safety aspect is mainly what they're concentrating on right now. So what you might see now is obviously Dara Shahi, the CEO of Uber, making one of his famous visits, and what he is intended to be proposing right now is a facial recognition system to be placed. And this is going to be, in theory, another blow for the driver's safety. The amount of data that is relayed to riders can put a driver at risk from all sorts of things. Now, I've done a few videos showing how drivers' accounts are being scammed by text messages, emails, and now to give away a photo of yourself is another nail for drivers' data protection. So let's talk about what's the future for the Uber drivers in London. Well, it's a lot rosier than I would say 1 or 2 years ago, when the competition wasn't really there for Uber. But now the likes of Viavan, Bolt, Captain, and of course you got a heavyweight lurking around the corner, Ola, which is aiming to come in as well. So there isn't going to be any shortage of companies for PCO drivers to work in London, nor the amount of work. Everything will be okay. So what's the future of Uber, you're probably asking now as well. Well, they will be there as well. Let me clear one thing as well, which a lot of people are asking. Uber app will be working on the 26th of November. It is not going to suddenly stop working. You're going to wake up, you're going to put the Uber app on, and it's not going to work. It is going to work. What's going to happen is they've got about, I think it's 21 days. They need to put an appeal through. And, you've heard this again, the same scenario where they'll be taking it to court, and eventually regaining the Uber license back. You know, we've been through the whole lot. It's just another roll of the wheel. But, you know, we really need to ask serious question about TfL and its ability to govern and its ability to give out licenses. You know, that is the main aspect, I would say. You know, this is like a, you know, mini Brexit for taxi drivers. You know, they just don't know what's happening right down there. And you're also going to have other councils now across the country jumping on the bandwagon, you know, so the likes of Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, well, the councils will be releasing press release, you know, just basically echoing what they have, that they are acknowledged as what is happening in London. And they'll probably say, you know, they're looking into their own Uber license in their region, and nothing's going to you know something, there's nothing really you should be worried about at all from what is happening right now. So I think I've said enough. You know thinking what we're going to do now also is I'm going to go home now, and we're going to look at the share prices, see if that has any effect or what from what's happened in London. So let's just wait for the share video right now. Okay guys, welcome back. Right, so I've got the chart out for Lyft here. This is a 30 minutes chart we're looking at, so just to give a good indication of what is happening. So as you can see, if I can move that right over here, this is where the market opened, and it did go down. Actually, can you see that? It did go down, probably down to 28.50, and basically it's gone back all the way back up again. So I mean, it's a bit flat right now, but so what is that saying? What is actual market saying? The reason I'm showing you this, the market is saying nothing to worry about. I mean, if there was something, I mean, obviously Uber gets a lot of money from London. That's a real profitable city for them. And if the market is saying there is nothing to worry about, well, frankly, there is nothing to worry about, because as you could see, the market has probably reacted when it first initially opened, but it's gone back up again, and it's currently 29.14. And so, as I said, nothing to worry about on that sort of thing. Market are not bothered the slightest. While I'm here also, let me show you something else, because for you guys who've been a subscriber to my channel, you know I've invested in Lyft also. So let me just pull off Lyft's graph and see how that is doing. Okay, so you all know currently I went pound per point, and I am so far making £226. I think I bought in over here. I mean, obviously he went all the way down and he's going back all the way up again. Will I be selling it? Not yet. I'm probably looking around the 6,000 region, probably 5.5 actually. Be optimistic there. But that's a quick update for the guys who've been subscribed to this channel, and you also know that I bought into Lyft, and obviously I'm showing you the live price here. I went in, there you go, pound a point, and it's making 227. I also wanted to get in there as well. I narrowly missed that. Can you see that? I put a limit in there to go in at 3,600, but obviously just wouldn't go down enough. Over here it nearly did. Let me see what the low of that one was. It's 37.18, so it nearly went there, but obviously it didn't. Anyway, I'll finish the video off. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye now.